now.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to do a quick, that's Ronnie behind the camera. I just wanted to do a really quick video to show how I wash my fruit before I use it for juicing. So I have all of my bags of fruit. I bought 16.6 pounds of grapes from the grocery store, from our market. And what I do is I have my containers, which is the containers I use to process my fruit. And I'm gonna need 4 of them. And I just fill these containers up with warm water and a heaping teaspoon of baking soda. And I just buy this big thing from the grocery store, this big 64 ounce or 4 pounds. It's only $1 something, like less than $2. So I just fill this up, let it dissolve, and I put my grapes in. And you'll see this water starts to get really filthy quickly. This cleans the grapes pretty good, gets all the pesticides off of them.
For how long? You didn't say how long.
I usually soak them for about 30 minutes. You can soak them for longer, but that's how long I normally do, about 30 minutes. And then I rinse them really, really good. If the water is really dirty, I might do a second go through, but usually one is pretty good. Some people add, I'm sorry, go ahead.
This for juicing?
Yep, this is for my juice. Some people will add vinegar to their mixture. Sometimes I'll just do vinegar, but I've been told through a lot of the juicing sites that the baking soda is more effective than the vinegar. So I switched over to primarily using the baking soda. But yeah, I just let those sit. Sideways. And I just let them sit here and soak. If it doesn't fill it up all the way, I'll come back periodically and switch them around. But usually it's pretty good. And they'll just sit here. And then I'll come back and I'll show you how I separate everything out. Some people will run even the vine or the branches through their juicer. And if you follow Dr. Morris, he says that you can run your vines through your blender as well, or your juicer. I typically remove mine and go through and clean up all the yucky ones. Like I have this yucky one on here. I'm not gonna use that one. So I'll just go through, clean it up, and I'll show you what that looks like when we come back. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm back. So I'm gonna dump these out. It has been way more than 30 minutes. It's been all day and day because I was working and I didn't have time to come back. So I'm gonna clean these all up. Do you want to get in here and see how dirty the water is? Look how dirty water. So I'm going to just rinse these off a couple times. Ooh.
You want close up on the fruit or you?
I don't want a close up on either.
Well, or you want me to just go back?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start rinsing these things off and separating as I go. And then I just run through again a second time. So I look at them as I'm going through inspecting for busted ones. I don't eat the busted ones, especially after soaking in the solution. If they're busted, I mean, it's thin skin anyway, so I'm sure, you know, pesticides or whatever may have gotten into the inside. But I just don't like the busted ones because I'm a visual person and they look gross to me, so I don't want to eat them. So I just, you know, take them all off the vine or the branches. I don't know. Are they vines? I don't know. I take it all off the branches and throw them in here. And then afterward, I'll wash them again. Throw them all in my colander and wash again, just to make sure they're thoroughly cleaned and there's no leftover residue. Sometimes you'll find with baking soda, like I see with my apples a lot, when I soak my apples, that they'll have a residue on them. And I just soaked some apples off camera, and you'll also notice that with apples, they don't look as pretty either after you finish soaking them, because, you know, sometimes they have dyes and there's waxes and stuff on them so that they look pretty, so that they can still sell them. Because a lot of people don't want to buy ugly looking fruit. So they're sprayed with stuff and they have waxes and stuff on it. Once you go through this process, it removes that wax and stuff, and so the fruit doesn't look as pretty anymore. But I still eat it. I just don't like busted fruit. If it's busted, I don't want to eat it. Unless it's my own stuff. Like I've eaten busted tomatoes and stuff, but for my own garden. I'm not using any pesticides in my garden. So I feel safe just eating those, honestly. I'll just pick it off the vine and eat it. Don't even wash them all the time. But this, I don't know where they came from. Most likely pesticides were used. Even organic, you still have to be careful. So that's really it. I'll just keep doing this through the whole thing. I'm not going to spare you the boring details. I just do all of this through there. Once this is all filled up, I'll throw it in my colander, give it a good rinse again, and then I just put the tops on it, keep it in the refrigerator, and as I want to make juice, I just pull from here, throw it in there, make my juice. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.